Hello and welcome to MGP411. I'm Kevin. With me as ever, the Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
Hello.
So we've got Sheepdog doing what sounded like an Australian accent. Hello. Anna's konnichiwa-ing. And Pab's just being the token northerner as usual. Yeah. We need a couple more normal folk like me on this podcast.
How are
just
you
people
normal?
who talk like me. Because as I've explained to you many times, I am the yardstick through which everything else is measured. So 6'2" is a normal height. Anything shorter is short. Anything taller is tall. I'm a normal weight. I have a normal accent. Everything about me
You don't have
is
a normal weight.
Anything different from me is weird.
I see.
So you lot are all weird. You're all short and you all talk funny.
But you talk funny to me.
No, I talk correctly. You three all talk funny.
Just tried to make it a couple of letters shorter. It's easier to say. All about the efficiency gains.
Yeah, you're a lazy monster. You need to use your full range of mouth motion. You're representing the south of England on this podcast. You need to let them know that they're represented. Otherwise, we'll lose out, and it'll just be the northern folk and the people in the middle, like me, normal middle folk.
I worry about how southern I am sometimes. Somebody tweeted me the other day saying that in olden times, people used to call people from the south. Let's just see the exact phrase they use. In the 17th century, Cockneys were also known as eaters of buttered toast. And someone messaged me saying, can you confirm you eat buttered toast? And I was literally buttering toast as he sent it. Couldn't believe it.
You should try buttered Weetabix. It's much better.
Yeah, I've seen the meme. I was waiting for someone on the MGP account to get involved, but no one did.
I have been sent that Weetabix with baked beans on, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. It must be over 40 times. Someone's sent that to me this week and said, "Hey, Kev, have you seen this?" I'm just replying now with yes. just the woman. Yes, I've seen it. It's been out 4 days. Do you think I've not seen it at this point? You weren't the first person to think I need it sending to me. I'm going to try it. I've bought some Weetabix. I obviously got some marmalade as well, so that I can have the traditional Weetabix butter and marmalade, which is the king of Weetabix combos. But I think this weekend I am going to try Weetabix and baked beans. Cold baked beans, of course, because I'm not a psychopath.
My brother-in-law tried it earlier and said it was good, and I figured the textures just match up in my head. That's, something crispy, something squishy. Sorted.
Wait.
That's how our podcast partnership started, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is it. What's this weight, Pab?
So, you have marmalade on it, what you're saying?
Wait, get with the programme,
No,
Paddy.
right, okay. No, I get this, right. So, you butter it up, and then you put the marmalade on it, and then you just eat it.
Yes, Pab.
You don't have it with the milk on that. You don't put the milk put it in the bowl, and then that's what threw me then.
The milk is the last thing you should be putting on Weetabix.
Okay.
Putting milk on Weetabix is a waste. It just turns to sloppy concrete stuff that you can't get off of the bowls, and it's just not very nice. It's much better crisp.
Kid, I used to get, God, I can't believe that I didn't die, but I used to get, those pancake syrup bottles that are like different flavours. I should just get all the different flavours of them and just squirt half a bottle of each on it. It would crystallise the Weetabix inside it. And I must have eaten so much sugar when I used to do that. I don't know. I can't. Look, in my head, I did it all the time. I probably did it like twice. But remember, we had this lemon syrup for Pancake Day that I just drenched on Weetabix, and probably went into a coma.
Well, it's interesting to know that you've got a bit of a taste for sugar, because I might be able to help you out, because me and Anna got our Tesco shopping order today, and because it's Pancake Day on Tuesday, we don't normally have sugar in the house, because neither of us have sugar in our beverages, so we don't normally have sugar. So I said, "What do you want on your pancakes?" And she said, "Lemons and sugar." So I got a bag of lemons and then a bag of sugar. And I said, how much sugar do you want, Anna? And she said, small bag. So I was looking through the list. You can get 2 kilograms, 1 kilogram, 500 grams. I kept scrolling to see if there's one smaller than 500 grams. There wasn't. So I scrolled back up the list, hit the one that I was pretty sure said 500 grams and was very pleased with my efficiency until we were unpacking the shopping about 2 hours ago, and I pulled a 5 kilogram bag of sugar out of this bag. It is as big as a pillow. It doesn't fit in the cupboard, and I have no idea what we're going to do with a catering size bag of sugar.
You really
and
are
I don't even want to look
Simpsons,
at how
aren't
much
you?
we spent on it.
You're living The Simpsons. You're going to have a big pile of sugar in your garden. You're going to be protecting it until the bees come and steal it.
I don't know what to do. I am a little bit worried to look at how much we might have spent on it because I don't want to know. But it is the sort of size that you would get at a festival for the coffee tent. A massive bag, the sort they have at the football, the sort they have at scout camp. It's just enormous. And I'm probably going to make a load of caramel and might crystallise all my Weetabixes that I've bought.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
That's great.
we have all the sugar.
Pancakes.
So if anyone wants sugar, just tweet at Sheepdog so the words "give me some sugar" with your home address, and we'll send you a little envelope full of sugar through the post, and it'll be lovely. Because that can't go wrong. I'm sure white powder sent through the post will be fine.
If you haven't opened it, could you not? And this is a bit of a boring suggestion, but could you not take it to a food place that for homeless people, and they can just have it there for their tea and stuff?
But then what are we having on our pancakes, Sheepdog?
You're just giving homeless sugar, they're not a horse.
No, I'm not saying take it to a soup kitchen and they'll just pour it in their little cups and go, off you go. I just mean it'll be there. They can make 4,000 cups of tea and everyone can have a couple of sugars in it. And then on the way back, Kev can stop at a petrol station and buy a small human-sized bag.
That sounds like I have to go out of the house to do.
You're going out tomorrow for
Why?
5 hours.
Oh yeah, so I am. I can just get rid of my sugar then. Well, it might. This sounds like it's turning into a vlog. Kev's adventures of getting rid of a big bag of sugar. The only thing is, we had to hold the vlog camera rig and the bag of sugar at the same time because they're both too heavy for one hand. So I need a cameraman, Sheepdog. You need to get over here and be my cameraman.
I would if we weren't all in lockdown. That would have been awesome.
Well, it's work. It's a work trip. I'll pay you in sugar. Therefore, it's
you
work.
could have found some other junk lying around and acted like you were Mr. Heart of Gold. I gathered all this stuff to give to the homeless. I'm such a legend.
We've got a massive bag full of tea bags somewhere. Did we bring that with us, Anna? Or did we throw that in the skip before we are monsters? It was it was again a catering sized bag of tea bags that I think just went in the skip when we moved house because neither of us drink tea. And again, that was another instance of Anna told me to order tea, so I just ordered all of the tea because
all of them. He's got chocolate, two tubs of chocolate sauce thing. Nutella.
No, that's Nutella and Biscoff. They're very different sauces for pancakes.
As well.
Well, that's not for pancakes, is it? I'm not mental.
So you've got Biscoff and Nutella for pancakes?
For pancakes, that makes sense. Yeah.
No.
You could have put all those tea bags in a massive container and then got a few massive bottles of milk.
And we had a skip. We could have just filled the skip when the skip first arrived, empty the tea bags into the bottom of it, fill it up with water, add all this sugar that we've got now.
Bit of a world record. You could have been in a Guinness World Record for the biggest cup of tea ever made.
Most people drowned in a skip of tea in an hour. That would have been another record I could have tried.
You could have said, I had this
the problem is, Dave really likes tea, and if I'd have done that, he'd have got in the skip and drunk all the tea. Because
Dave likes tea. Why did you throw the bags away? You could have had them.
Because he's not supposed. You're not supposed to just make tea for your dog. But if we ever, I know they do. They're crazy. But that's one of the reasons we don't drink tea. Because if you put it down anywhere, Dave's on it, and right, I'm having that. That's my tea now. But he hasn't really got a taste for coffee. So we're safe with coffee.
She just takes cheese out of the kids' hands when they're not looking. You need to stop holding cheese around her, to be fair. But they do.
Oh, cheese.
How often are your kids just wandering around holding cheese? What kind of weird house are you living in?
I gave him a baby bell at 12 o'clock and he was just still holding it at 2.
You sure he's a sheepdog?
Well, I gave him one
I've
at
never
half
seen
11
you
that the
hold
dog whipped
food.
out of his hand, and then I gave him another one, and he just was holding it for ages.
Bearing in mind, you're the man who I've seen roll up a pizza and eat it in 3 bites because it's quicker. How is...
Were you there then? Or have I done this more times than I care to...
I've seen you do that many times.
I was at a comedy
Anytime
night and someone said, like, I bet... I said I eat quick, and they were like, I bet I can eat this quicker than you. And I just rolled it up and ate it in, like, one mouthful. It's like,
Yeah, I've watched you eat a pizza like that. Well, you weren't doing it for effect. That was just, I think we were. It was while we were at uni. We were doing some work at my house. We had pizzas for dinner, and you just come as you like, rolled yours up, ate it like a burrito.
It is the best way.
I mean, it was flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted. It was flabbergasting. And then you've got this little chap who wanders around holding his cheese. You need to teach him the ways of the sheepdog.
I do. Yeah, I think he just gets distracted too much. But yeah, it shouldn't take more than 2 seconds to eat a lump of cheese. But that dog just...
Regardless of size.
Exactly. If you'd have brought your 5 kilogram cheese, it should take you 2 seconds to eat it. That's the rule.
Nice. Shall we talk about some video games? I realise that is officially our purpose for being here.
Well, I'll start by saying, Kev, that before the podcast started, you may have heard me swearing around and getting a little bit irate.
I did. It was excellent.
That was because Mrs. Sheepdog called up to tell me that she'd been poking the on button of the Xbox and it had not been responding. And I think that Littlein's probably broken it because he likes to stand right in front of it. He stands on the thing. It's the container it's in, the cupboard it's on. He likes to just hold on to the edge of it, and I reckon he's given it a kick in, and it's stopped working. And I don't know why. I was trying to fix it downstairs before. Basically, she waited till literally we were about to record. Well, we were waiting for Pab. We had a bit of time, and then was like, "I need you to fix this." And so I was frantically trying to do it, knowing I had minus time to do it. Didn't get very far, but I am a little bit gutted because, yeah, I've had that for a million years, and I didn't need it to break now. I needed it to break in like 2 months' time. Really, that'd have been perfect. I could have bought a new one then, but I can't go months without having one. So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. But
sounds like you need to get back burgling again.
Yeah, I'll figure out whether it's the power brick or what, because I had a quick Google while we were waiting for Pab. I had a quick Google of why it might not be working, and it said the power brick should have a light on it if it's getting power, and it didn't have a light on it. So, yeah, no light means it's probably that. But I tried punching it, the sheepdog standard. It didn't work. So it may be that I get someone to look at it and they go, well, I fixed the wire, but there's this massive dent in the front of it that's stopping it from ever functioning. And yeah, very disappointing. So that is the extent of my gaming, because my Game Pass ran out. So it's actually quite a good time for it to break, because my Game Pass expired and I haven't been able to play any games on it this past week. I was very disappointed, but I'm glad I didn't renew that. I almost did, but I just thought I haven't got time to play anything right now, so I won't. And then it's
terrible attitude. You're a professional podcaster.
Well, as you know, I spent the week hunting Bitcoin and using forensic software.
Yeah, what is wrong with you? You never had a big Bitcoin. You're a liar.
Somebody referred me to an app that like legal teams use companies and police use to track criminal activity. It combs through the hard drive looking for any evidence of crimes. So I just was using it to search for the word Bitcoin and for anything that was potentially a Bitcoin code, and didn't find anything. I'm very disappointed, but yeah. Took me like 4 days.
Well, I'm sure you're delighted to know that I bought into Bitcoin about a month ago and I'm having a lovely time. So does that make you feel better about losing yours?
Not really. How much do you have?
A couple of £100 at the moment.
Oh, nice.
It didn't start at a couple of £100 though, so we're doing all right.
Yeah, excellent.
So yeah, I'm officially Captain Bitcoin around these parts. So if Bitcoin continues to rise, expect me to actually finally get my golden shoes.
I can't imagine it's going to keep just going. Is it? It's a mad one. No, we shouldn't really get into this, because I tell you what, I'm an idiot. I did a vlog about losing my Bitcoin, and I put hashtag Bitcoin or whatever on the tweet, and man, have I been inundated with spam bots today. I've been deleting spam.
Don't put this in the title, Pab. Leave this out of the title.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I can't imagine we'd get spammed on podcasting stuff. So put hashtag Bitcoin on it, Pab. Let's just see how many people end up downloading the episode just to comment.
Goes to Twitter,
those bots
Sheepdog.
downloading it. But yeah, God, it was just like everyone just was. Unless, I mean, it might not have been spam. They might have all just coincidentally been thanking this random person. It just kept over and over again. Thank the Lord for so and so who'd given me 3 Bitcoin, has saved my family from ruin. And I was just like, delete, spam, delete. So yeah, no one's ever going to learn about Captain What's His Face.
Never mind, eh? Not that you ever had a Bitcoin in the first place. It's all a ruse.
I did. Do you know what? I was chatting to Claire about it, and I was like, I only remember it being at like half a coin while I was still mining it, so I don't know how closer to a coin I got, and I'm just really annoyed. Someone explained to me that I think it's because I used a mining pool, and they all got hacked in like 2015, 2016, and I would have lost it then. I just remember having a code, but it doesn't matter. I've kind of, in the past 24 hours, come to terms with the fact it's never going to be that easy, is it? Like, yeah, yes, you've bought some and they've gone up to 100, but neither of us have happened to have found an old code that was worth 40 grand, have we? And that would have been...
No, my 7p's worth, or 12p's worth, or whatever it was, that I got back in like 2014, made it up to about 40 quid, so I just put another 40 quid in, and now it's up to like 175 as of this morning, I think. So it's not doing too badly, but I do wish I'd just put like £1,000 in 8 years ago with my time machine.
Every time I look at it and think, nah, now's a terrible time to buy it, it does drop, but then it goes back up to stupid numbers. So yeah, God knows, but I'm not going to get involved unless it just plummets to something stupidly accessible, and then I think everyone's going to have the same idea, aren't they?
And then it'll fly back up again. Hooray! Love volatility. Pab, have you got millions in Bitcoin? Are you just sat there smugly knowing that you're greater than Sheepdog?
Trust me, if I did, I would be shouting about it. I'd be lording it over Sheepdog, but no, I don't.
I think you should. So if anyone's got a spare Bitcoin, send it to Pab so we can lord it over Sheepdog. I'd like to see that. That'd be great. Yeah. Right, so second attempt. Have we got any video games to talk about, or do I get an early night?
Well, we've got video games.
Good. Would you like me to talk about one first, or would you like to talk about one, Pab? Or Anna, would you like to talk about one? Or maybe Sheepdog, would you like to talk about a video game? No? Excellent. Me then?
You.
I've played some more Red Dead Redemption 2. This is a game that I discovered all off my own back that no one ever suggested was any good.
Wow.
And I am now into chapter 3, I think. We have relocated.
Yep.
And I'm nicely settled into where we've relocated, and I'm finding just riding around on my horse quite a therapeutic experience. I'm tempted to buy myself a cowboy hat.
Yeah,
I'm currently sporting an incredible moustache as well, which I'm now thinking I might go down the moustache route in real life.
No.
Because I did have a great big bushy beard.
No.
And then I was just I was playing around with options. I thought, do I want big lamb chop sideburns? Oh, no. A big old moustache. That's amazing. So a moustache and a cowboy hat is right. It's a top tier combo, Anna. If I buy a cowboy hat, I owe it to you to pair it with a moustache.
No.
So I might end up doing that. But next time we're at Disneyland, I am going to buy that cowboy costume that I nearly bought last time, but you told me... In fact, it was Amy who told me I wasn't allowed to. While you and Andy were on that big ride, I wanted to buy a big leather jacket with tassels on and a cowboy hat from the cowboy shop, and apparently I would have looked silly. But I'm buying it. I'm moustaching up. It's going to be great.
I'm surprised you listened to anyone telling you that. That seems... uncharacteristic that you would have stopped yourself, but
because he would have had to carry it back, and he doesn't like to carry things.
I don't like to carry. Well, no, I would have worn it, obviously. Boots, hat, jacket.
You became a country and western singer.
It was because I was wearing a Marvel t-shirt and they didn't have any cowboy shirts. I didn't want to look ridiculous. You can't be half cowboy, half nerd. You have to go all in on one or the other. And I was dressed as a nerd that day. That doesn't exist.
That's a film.
No, it's not. So I'm quite enjoying this game. It's
Good.
it's very Grand Theft Auto-y. The missions are all fine. I am still yet to see this greatest story ever told that you lot have promised me is hidden somewhere within this.
It will come.
Don't fall for that trick. The last time someone told me, I've told you this story before, it ended up being the Bible.
It'll happen. It will happen. I mean, have you got to like a big like Saint Denis yet? You haven't got Saint Denis
What now?
yet. Saint Denis.
No, he hasn't. No.
What's Saint Denis?
Exactly.
It's a big city.
It's a big city.
Oh no, I've not gone to a city.
Yeah,
I'm
paved
camping
roads.
next to a lake at the moment.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So you get
It's
to Saint
plodding
Denis.
along.
To catch up with you now, I just bumbled around doing silly stuff. Didn't do any story when I played it at the weekend.
Well, your save's lost now anyway. You've broken your Xbox. You've got to start
On my
again.
PlayStation.
That's no
Pab
fun.
told me he was getting it on the PlayStation,
Hey, Sheepdog.
and I thought we were going to play it online.
Sheepdog.
And then he got it on Xbox.
Sheepdog. You're welcome. Your save has been saved.
Yeah, it's a very good point. On the topic
Fair
of
play,
PlayStation and stuff, I have a very technical question that I'm going to pose to Pab,
Okay.
because Anna didn't know the answer. Years ago, when we were playing Borderlands, we wanted Sheepdog to come and do the final boss with us, so we downloaded him a character and just installed it, and he suddenly had a fully leveled up character from a save file. Now, I'm playing Red Dead on PC, and because I have my silly rule about not putting games on my Super PC, I'm playing it on my original gaming PC that's about 4 years old, and it's a little bit clunky.
It pops textures all the time.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Okay.
I would quite like to just play this on the PS5 because, I have one of those. But what I don't want to do is replay the 20 hours I've already played. Is there such a thing as a save file that's like 2 chapters in that I can download and whack on the PlayStation?
Not on the PlayStation. It's nothing like that on the PlayStation. If you said PC, then there probably would have been. But no.
I mean, on the PC, I have a save file, Pab. That was part of the
No, I thought you
issue, if
were
you
going
recall.
to transfer it to your posh PC. That's what I was assuming you were going to do.
No, well, I could just do that without help. I have a computer science degree, Pab.
That doesn't mean anything.
But I know how to drag and drop a file. I can literally just drag and drop it from one PC to the other. I have a magic mouse. But yeah, I was hoping I could just download it on the PlayStation, download someone else's save file that's like 2 chapters in. I don't mind replaying an hour or two. I just don't. It's taken me 3 weeks to get as far in as I have. I don't want to replay it all. So I guess I'll just have to carry on playing Clunky Clunkerson.
A bit extreme, but isn't there a service where you can like pay someone in, I don't know, like China or somewhere to play games for you, and then you just kind of continue?
Of course, Sheepdog knows about this. He pays people to play him and then watches it on YouTube. That's how he does all of his games.
No, I remember reading.
This is how he played Portal 2.
It was back when Simpsons Tapped Out first came out, and I think it was Bouncy mentioned that there were people who actually paid someone abroad to do their tapping for them excessively. And I thought it's not the kind of game you need to worry about that in. He might have been joking, he probably was, but there are services that exist that do that. And
well, if anyone wants a couple of bitcoins, not a couple of bitcoins, if anyone wants a couple of quid for playing through the first 2 chapters of Red Dead on PlayStation for me, I mean, even if they do that, presumably they can't send me the file and me install it anyway, can they?
No, but
if
in
they were
theory,
logged in as you, wouldn't it be cloud saved?
Yeah.
I'm not having someone log in as me. They'll see everything else that's like I've got downloaded on all My Little Pony games and bus simulators and all the other weird stuff I've downloaded over the years. I'm not having that. Oh, well, I'll just have to struggle on playing it on PC. I'm enjoying it. It's just, like I say, I'm still waiting for the greatest story ever told to emerge. I still think you're a liar.
It's not. He's good.
Here's a good story.
Like I say, I'm enjoying it. It's not anywhere near as good as Last of Us 2 or Detroit at the moment. It's not even on the same level.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Story-wise. Because
Well,
there is no
I-
story at the moment. I'm just a cowboy doing crimes.
Yes, but it will get there. It's a
Yes,
slow,
but-
very slow burn.
Right.
I've been
let's put it
playing
this
for
way.
25 hours!
Let's put it this way. Things have already happened and you don't know it yet, and it's about to become apparent to you. You are pretty much about to the apparent. It's about to become apparent to you, and it then becomes, it's so good. Anna knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I will check in
It's
again
so
with you
bad.
next week and let you know if you're right or not. But yeah, that's what I've been doing when I've not been playing Football Manager this week.
I'm glad you're sticking with it though. I mean, I didn't expect you to be actually still
When
doing
I
it.
play a game, I play a game. I do it about once a year. I'll play a game.
Wow, you did it in
And
January.
I am enjoying it. The only other thing I've done this week is downloaded an app that told me I go to McDonald's too much. Which
Oh.
that's what I've been doing with the rest of my time. I downloaded this. I decided this is the week I'm going to do a financial makeover. So I downloaded an app called Emma, which is like I don't know, you put all your bank details in it and it analyzes all your spending and stuff. And the first thing it did in big letters was say, you're getting addicted to... It might as well have said fat boy. You're getting addicted to McDonald's. They've seen you 6 times in the last month. I wanted to reply back. That's because Andy asks to go.
That is
It's not me who
All
suggests
right,
it. But yeah, I've been trolled by a personal finance app. So I should have played more Red Dead and then I wouldn't have had to have that nonsense go on.
To be fair, I got the app though off your little thing you put out, waiting to be shamed by them.
Yeah, this is, I mean, predictions. Where are you wasting your money, Sheepdog?
I don't know really. I'm tight, as you well know. So I expect them
You
just
seem
say
to have spent a lot of money on digital forensics software over the last couple of weeks. Are you planning some kind of crime? Are you trying to hide a crime?
I feel like it's going to come in handy one day. I'm going to solve a mystery with it.
This would be.
Become like
You
the
should
secret
open a. You should stick an advert in the local paper, recovering people's hard drives. Make some money off it. That can be a little side hustle.
I can't be asked with that. It's too much effort talking to people.
Yeah, but you get to nose through their hard drives.
That is a good point. I mean,
Right, before we get into what everyone else has played, old Pabby may or may not insert an advert. Depends if he can be bothered, basically. Well, that was a great advert, Pab. Or, Pab, why didn't you put an advert in? Now, go and talk about video games while I play with my spring.
Okay. What can we talk about?
Video games, please, Pab.
All right, calm down. Right,
keep it on topic.
I'm trying.
Yeah, come on, Pab. This has been a tight 27 minutes so far of nothing but content.
You done?
Probably not,
No.
but I suggest you start anyway.
Okay. I finished Cyberpunk.
Did
nice.
you?
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Oh, I was on the last mission for that, and then I went and started doing other things.
I didn't have a choice. My missions
Probably did.
I just had no. I had no other side quests to do. So I was like, all my side quests. I had like 4 side quests, which were, the fighting quests. I was like, nah, no thanks,
Yeah.
no thank you.
Yeah.
Or I could just buy a load of cars. So I was like, nope.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So it's a good ending. It's a very good
Yeah?
ending to the game, yeah. And it's like, in theory, there's like potentially 6 endings.
Oh, okay.
From what I'm guessing, because you get like a freeway branching path
Yeah.
at the start of the quest, and then at the end of the quest you also get another freeway branching path. See how the actual story ends. So potentially there's, I think it's 5 or 6 endings or something like that. I don't know.
I bet that guts the Mass Effect ending haters, doesn't it?
I don't know.
You're having 3 possible endings.
It's it goes some places. It's I don't know. I just enjoyed it, and I was kind of sad for it to be finished when I was done. I was done, and then I had about a 40-minute credits to watch. I don't know why, and then I realised halfway through it there was a fast forward button. I was like, no way, didn't see that.
You can just turn the console off. You don't have to sit and watch the
No,
credits.
you have to
Paz.
wait until they
PC.
say "and you" at the end.
Yeah,
What? I've never watched the credits of a video game. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, but
Or they thank everyone who's
but-
involved with it, and then it just says "and you." And then I'm
Why?
like, thank you. You're
It's
welcome.
like-
I didn't make it.
for playing it.
Ridiculous.
You've seen Marvel films, haven't you? And what they do with their end credit stuff.
Yeah.
It's in everything now. And so you never know.
It's not in WandaVision, though. It gets me every bloody week. I watch those
No, don't get me
credits
started
and they
with
don't
that.
have anything after them.
Criminal, there's like a nearly 10-minute credits on a 20-minute episode. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it is criminal. But,
Bonkers.
I watch them every time just in case.
Oh, I do. I skip through them. I'm like skipping through, going, okay, anything. Nope. Okay. But yeah, I finished it. I'm done, and I'll go back to it when it's fixed, like fully, and probably when I have a new graphics card next year. I imagine I'll see what it looks like then. Yeah. What did total playtime? About just shy of 63 hours. So overall, pretty happy with that. Not bad at all, really. I've seen people like putting 90 hours in. I was like, I don't know what you're doing for 90 hours. Genuinely don't know what you're doing for 90 hours. I did everything in 60. But yeah, it's done.
They're doing all these fighting missions that you're not doing.
There's 5 missions, not 30 hours of content.
Depends if they keep losing.
It's a good point.
They could be checking every nook and cranny like Anna does as well.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Kev.
I just heard you mention the word graphics card.
Yes.
How am I going to get one of these new graphics cards? Can you find me one?
You're not going to get a new one of these graphics cards.
I'd like one. I was looking for one the other day, and I stopped looking because it got boring.
So, I have several. I see a few different ones pop up on a regular basis, like in their 1s and 2s. But you've got to be literally on the people's, that put them up like on Twitter. Literally, you've got to be on the website.
You know, I'm too lazy to do that.
I know you are.
It needs to just be there.
Yeah, exactly. If you're hunting for them, you've got to be on the ball, watching it constantly, and be ready to go.
Because that was my solution to the Red Dead problem. I'll just get one of these 3080 jobbies.
Yeah.
Where'd you get them from?
Nope.
Oh, I see.
Also, so they've gone up from the RRP that initially announced whenever it came out. What was it? October time-ish. They announced them. They've gone up 10 to 15% RRP on that price. Plus, then whatever sellers are putting it up to, like £100 to £200 at least more as well. So it's just like I couldn't begrudge paying an extra, effectively £300 on top of what they should be priced at the minute. But people are paying it, and people are getting them. But I'll wait till the next one comes out. I think the TIs or the Supers, whoever they are, that'll come out later in the year potentially. We'll wait till then, see what happens then. And
well, you have to let me know when I have to buy one, Pabby.
Yeah, I certainly will.
I'm slumming it on I think I've got a 1060 in my gaming PC that I'm trying to play Red Dead on.
Right, okay.
Which is, or it might be a 1080. No, I think it's 1060.
Yeah.
And I need to just throw it in the street and put something grown up in here.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I helped spec a PC for my dad yesterday, and I almost went for the one you were summing it with, but I ended up going for. I think he actually ended up with the 6 gig version of the one you've got that's 8 gig. It's a bit overpowered for my dad, but he had a budget, and he showed me this PC from Curry's, was like, I want to spend this much, and this is what I've seen in Curry's, and I just laughed, and then came back, and I did end up scaling it back a bit to save him a few quid, but I went from something like 4 gig of RAM to 32 gig of RAM, and then I was like, you probably don't need that much, Dad, I'm going to move it
You
back.
can still buy PCs with 4 gig of RAM in?
Yeah.
Both from Curry's,
that can't be true.
Yeah. And a quad-core processor, and I think he ended up with 6, so not that many more, but... yeah, I just sorted him one out, and I was like, this will do you for a long time, I reckon, for what he needs. I'm trying to get him into gaming because I think he'll enjoy it, but yeah, I almost put the one you mentioned, because he doesn't game, I almost put the one you mentioned in, but I thought he might need it in future. He did say he wanted to kind of get into that now he's retired, but he also wants to get into doing artwork on his computer and stuff like that, and I just thought, I don't know, these programs tend to be clunky without something decent behind them, don't they?
They do. They do.
Now he's got a better computer than me, which is outrageous. So
I mean, you just need to buy a PC, Sheepdog.
Well, I asked Mrs. Sheepdog whether
She's
I could
making
get
that
one.
mistake again.
Sorry? No, well,
You're
I
making
have a
that
bill
mistake
that's
again.
finishing soon, and so to when that finishes, can I just get a computer? I thought it finished this month, but I looked and it finishes in May, so I'm really annoyed that I asked, because she was like, yeah, all right. And I thought that gives me like 35 quid a month, I think it is, which is a decent amount, towards a reasonable computer, innit? But yeah, I sort of said to her, okay, hopefully I'll get paid decent this month for commission, and then I'll just magic away that bill that's got 3 months left on
And
it.
then you'll be stuck in the same problem me and Pab were just talking about. You can't buy the parts anyway.
Yeah.
You
That's a
still
good
have to
point.
wait a year.
No, to be fair, you could buy, pre-builds do have the cards in them.
And there's a company on Facebook that keeps advertising the fact that they are selling pre-built computers with them in, and people
Yeah,
keep
they do,
messaging
yeah.
them going, give me the graphics card, I don't need the PC, and they're like, nope, sorry. I'll see if I can find
Just
the
buy
name
the
of them.
PC and throw the graphics out. Buy the PC and throw the rest of it in the sea. Sorted.
Yeah. But I guess that makes sense, because they could obviously flog it for a lot more, but I don't
Yeah, it's
know,
like-
I don't recognize.
It's like them people that like Game and all these people that have Xboxes putting them in bundles and only selling them in bundles because then you get more money out of them, don't you? Even if people don't want 15 games with multiple controllers, they just want the Xbox. Same with the graphics card. They're selling a whole
Yes.
PC, but they don't want that. They just want the card itself. So
Okay, Gladiator PC are the ones advertising whole built computers with it in.
right,
It's like thousands. So
Yeah,
if you want one
yeah.
that
I'm
bad,
on it. Let's have a little. You lot talking amongst yourselves. I'm buying a PC.
It's £1,700 for
That's
an
less than the
RTS.
last one I
that's about
bought.
right. That's what you want to be spending, Sheepdog.
The PC I bought last year was like $2,500. So
What?
that's my editing station. I know it's got to be that umphy.
Well, there you go. Get that as your backup. It's right there. It's got it on it. I don't know if they've got more on them, but anyway, it is weird. I suppose, is this because they sent all their people home from the factories because of COVID, or
They just aren't getting the parts in. Parts aren't being manufactured, so potentially.
I mean,
Sheepdog,
literally every
suppose.
part of the supply chain probably went into lockdown. Like the miners and the people that smush the metal and the people that then program it or whatever.
Yeah,
There's at least 4 people in that chain, Pab, and they all went into lockdown.
and they all went home.
Can get 5% cashback on Honey on the Gladiator PC's website.
On
Boom.
honey, as in
Yeah.
they'll give you some honey.
No, as in the discount place. Honey. Just tell me you use Honey, Sheepdog.
I don't care about cash back.
You got a code for that one, Kev?
I don't yet. I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's not always just cashback. It's not usually just discounts. When you go, I'm getting in practice. If anyone from Honey's watching, give me that discount code. But it's a Chrome plugin, and every site you go on where you can buy something, it just automatically searches the internet for discount codes and finds you the best price. Now, if you don't sponsor me now, you monsters, I already know the script.
All
It's great though.
I'll look it up.
You should. honey.com/Kev. Soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do need to sort one out, and I hate it because I used the PC for the first time in ages the other day in my Bitcoin hunt, and they're clunky compared to a Mac. It's ridiculous. Those people who say Macs just work, there is a big difference. They do just work.
I'm that person. That's why I told you to get a Mac.
Yeah, they definitely do just work. It's just you can't do 75% of the stuff you would have done.
That's why they work.
Yeah, exactly. But I wish it worked and played all the games. If they could just pair those things up.
I think what you're describing there is a PlayStation.
But that doesn't play all the games, does it?
Most of them.
Once.
Oh,
It doesn't play
hiccups.
Nintendo
Oh,
games, Pab.
And that's what a Switch does.
Neither do
No, I know.
PCs.
Yeah.
Sheepdog.
I want a PC that plays all the games, including. You're right.
So you want
Nintendo.
something that doesn't exist?
It exists in some program I saw when I was like 15 and thought it was amazing.
I see. Sheepdog was reading weird magazines.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Anyway, what else have we been playing, you ask?
Did I?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Island renovation continues to go ahead over on Animal Crossing. we now have a road going in. We have a fully functioning. There's no vehicles. We have a road in the village now, and we have relocated the museum. The museum has been moved. We have got a brand new entranceway to the museum. Oh, it's all going ahead now. Everything's just, we're kind of moving now. Got some momentum going, and we are moving with it. And yeah, it's been good. I'm going to get to a stopping point where I realise, I've got to put these houses back on this island at some point, because everyone's on the beach at the minute. They all have beachside properties right now. And
do they want some sugar?
I mean, you'd have to knock door to door just with a cup. You want a cup of sugar?
I'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been enjoying playing that on stream. Just doing it a few hours each day, and it's fun. It's relaxing. What I've played today and is out today is Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. You're right there.
Yeah, I like Mario.
Yes. And
I found my Switch today as well.
Oh,
it's the first time I've seen it since we moved.
Well, there you go.
It was in the third drawer down on my bedside table, but I've now found it, so I need to get it charged up and get this purchased.
Also, you need to get it charged up and ready for Persona next week.
What?
Persona Strikers is out next week on the Switch.
Who cares? Thought you were going to tell me there was a proper Persona that I'd missed.
I'm surprised you're not interested.
Couldn't care less.
No? I might be interested. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, I've played probably an hour of each of them. Super Mario 3D World is Super Mario 3D World from the Wii U. Yes, indeed, it's a very good game. It's a very, very good Super Mario game. It's the one where you have the power up that turns you into a little cat. You have the little cat abilities where you can climb up walls, you can climb up trees, you can climb up all sorts of stuff, and have claw swipes at enemies and stuff like that. It's a fun game. It's that one, and you have the sticker collection in there, which is, I think it's just collecting. There used to be stickers for the Miiverse, I think they used to do, but now obviously there isn't a Miiverse anymore, so to speak. So you're just collecting stickers for collecting sake, I think, these days. So yeah, that is. Like I said, I've done the first world pretty much. It is like for like the game. Tell you what is different though. There is no online co-op in that game in 3D World, so you can play it 4-player online co-op.
Wow.
So you can do that now. Which I did have someone join me for a brief amount of time playing some online co-op. It seemed fine. It worked absolutely flawlessly. So seems like it's working as intended.
I can't play Mario games in co-op. I always end up shouting at the kids.
Yeah, it's the most enraging thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can imagine that. But yeah, it's fun. It is a good one. It's a good one. What I was saying, I would have quite liked for him to done is to use the 3D World engine, or the game engine, and bring the 3D land levels in there. From the 3DS game. I'd have liked them to have done that, because that was just a really good game, that one. And that was this 3D World is obviously a spin-off of Land. The other part of it is Bowser's Fury. Now, Bowser's Fury is literally it's a separate kind of thing in the game. It's like you play 3D World or you play Bowser's Fury. It's like using the 3D World, like, not engine, but all the stuff in it, all the items in the game, and all the different like abilities and stuff like that, and everything that 3D World is, but it kind of plays like Mario Odyssey. If you get what I mean. So it's all fully rotational camera, so you can't rotate the camera in 3D World. You kind of just tilt it one way or another, sort of thing. But this one is like Mario Odyssey, but you are playing with 3D World sensibilities. So you have the cat suits, you have the certain things that you can do in that game, like climbing the walls and doing different things. So you have that, and it's not a big thing. It's not a big game per se, I don't think, for what it is. But you have Bowser. Bowser gets like he gets like sort of kind of like he gets inked pretty much. He gets like like it's Super Mario Sunshine where they have all that inky goopy stuff everywhere, don't they? In Mario Sunshine from the yeah. He gets like gooped in that stuff, and he becomes like some sort of like angry Bowser, and he turns up and he starts just dropping like fireballs and hell pretty much just down on you all the time, and then you eventually you have to light these lighthouses up. And once you light the lighthouses up, it shines light on him and he runs away. He doesn't like that and he just disappears and he goes away for a little bit. And then, but it's weird. It's a bizarre kind of game. It's not level based like any other Mario. It's not really level based. It's kind of like a big open world, and like there's just little islands. There's just islands around, and each island is effectively a level. But it's not like you don't load into it, so to speak. You can just kind of swim over to a level and you just kind of start it. But effectively, you can start a level by swimming around the back of it and starting right at the end of it, so to speak. There's no real way of doing it. You get what I mean? There's no like this is the start of the level, this is the end of the level sort of thing. There is that thing, but you don't have to play it that way per se. You could effectively, if you had the cat suit, you could go right to the end of a level and just climb right to the end, climb up the wall. And just get to what you need to get and do what you want. But it's I don't know, it's weird. It's a really strange thing, but I really quite like it. It's bizarre, but it's been fun. It is a fun thing. That one doesn't have online co-op, strangely enough. Weird, I know. That one has local co-op, but no online co-op. Bizarre. Don't know why it does, but it does. So it works. But it Bowser's Fury, it might be short. It might not be a massive thing. But I tell you what, it's not a bad Nintendo game. It's not a bad Mario game, this one. Like I said, I don't know what it is exactly, what kind of spin-off it is of something, because it's not, to me, it's not a spin-off of 3D World. I feel like it's kind of like a half step between 3D World and Odyssey. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird what it is, but it's cool at the same time. And I did enjoy playing that for the hour or so that I played, and yeah, like I say, there's not. I don't think there's tons there, but there's more than I thought there was. To be fair, there was like 4 islands initially, and I thought this is it, and then I did those 4, and it just went okay, and then the map just opens up again to another set of 4, and you're like, okay, so this might be bigger than I thought, but it's not. It's not. I don't think it's Odyssey big. I think that is everything I have played this week.
Excellent. Anna, what have you been up to?
Not a lot.
Other than downloading Little Nightmares 2 right now because you didn't know it was out.
I didn't know it was out.
Call yourself a fan.
I am a fan, but I didn't know it was coming out this year. I thought it had been delayed. And then I was just having a look on the interwebs of the store, and there it was. So that was downloading. For some reason, it's going to take 99 hours.
Still.
Do you have this problem with your PlayStation 5, Pab? That it just hogs all the internet? Because
it's a monster.
Whenever Anna has hers on, I can't stream because it just takes all of our internet.
I think it's overcompensating for the fact the PlayStation 4 was horrendous, and it's gone. I've got the fat pipe now. Give it all to me. I'm just taking all of your internet, whether you like it or not. Whereas the PS4 was like, oh, just get little. I'll just take it in dribs and drabs, please. Just little tiny bits, and then it just I don't know what it is. It's bizarre. The PS5. It's surprisingly, when I got it on launch day, and obviously I've got the digital edition. I've got no games for it. I thought this is going to take hours to download games. It took probably about an hour to download 3 games, which is insane, really, for what it is.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, it is. It's a strange system.
I don't know what's going on with mine. It takes hours. Like, what's he doing now? Like, let's have a look. Oh no, hold on. View.
It done it.
6 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
There you go then.
There we go.
I think it's because when you looked before, I had mine on as well, so I was hogging some of the internet with mine.
Yeah,
Lovely.
But mine's off now.
Yeah, weird. 99 hours. But yeah, so I've got that to play. I did download God of War, because apparently there was a new
Yes, there is.
thing out
60
for
FPS
it.
patch.
It doesn't work very well.
What doesn't?
I was playing the new update, so I was playing it with the new fancy smunchy newness, and there's a weird colour thing going on. It's not noticeable unless you're looking, but there's like a flicker and it goes to grey and blue. It's just very slight, but I keep seeing it and I'm thinking, are my eyes going? Is this it? Am I going to lose my sight? I don't know what it is. It's very strange and it's constant. So I've been on other games and it's not happening on them, but it is. It's just this, when like if you've got like a TV or something, you've got a wire loose, you plug it in.
Yes.
Back. It seems like that, but my wires are all fine. Every other game is working fine.
Oh, right, okay. I was going to say, have you checked to swap the cable out? But if it's other games are fine, then that seems weird.
Yeah, it's very strange. So I don't know what's going on there, but I keep playing it. I like God of War. I've played it twice now.
Have
it
you?
is it's an excellent game.
Wow.
It's a good story. Like,
it is.
Kevin should play it. That you'd get through this a lot faster than you'd get through Red Dead.
Red Dead, yeah.
But
but I'm enjoying Red Dead. It's the best story ever told.
Yeah,
I'm glad you agree with us.
Yeah, but apart from that, I've not really played anything. I've found Grey's Anatomy and I've started watching that, and that's taken up all my time.
What?
I know.
Well,
it's ridiculous.
There's a lot of that.
But...
There's a lot of that, Anna. Oh my god, there's a lot of that. There's probably close to 20 years worth of that.
There's
Holy
15
smokes.
seasons on Prime.
Oof. 24 episodes a season.
So yeah, I'm watching them. So it's taking up my time at the moment. But it's just because, I don't know, I just wanted to watch. I just like to be horizontal for a while. And that's what I watch. Because
I like to be horizontal.
I do. The thing is, I'm not tired, but my body's just like, lay down. Just because I'm...
It's that time of the year.
It
School
is.
holidays are starting, aren't they? And I think literally everyone I know has just had enough.
It's like we can't go out. It's like we can't go anywhere. And all I want to do is go to work. And working in the snow at work is not fun. That's awful. I had to take in actual snow boots because I couldn't do my job. So it got really thick where I was, and it's just.
I know what you mean, Anna. I had to turn my radiator up ever so slightly.
I'm
suffering
poor
too.
you. I was outside. They actually had to
I had to buy a jumper, Anna.
They had to send someone out to find me the other day.
She was dressed all in white.
I'd actually gone missing, and they had to go and get someone to come and find me to make sure I was okay. I'm like, I'm fine. It's just that over there is broken. It was not fun. But yeah, I needed to be found.
So that's your excuse for not playing any games.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
Got lost in snow for weeks.
It's not fun up on a hill, trust me.
You are in the opposite of that. You work in the bottom of a valley, at the bottom of several hills.
Is it?
But anyway, we live on the top of a hill. It's entirely downhill to your work. But I think we'll wrap the podcast up there before we give you any more geographical details of where Anna works, because international spies can't share their locations. So, as ever, if you want to follow us on the social media, you can follow the podcast at MGUK Podcast and be inundated with really excellent tweets all day long. Or you can follow me anywhere you like on the internet at Lelujo.
You can send me your sugar tweets at RB6K.
That sounds perverted.
And you can find me at Pab1986 on Twitter and Twitch.
You can also send Pab sugar tweets if you want. He loves it.
It was a callback to an earlier reference.
Goodness me! At least you didn't reference back to the purple flute that was in the it was in the version that we had to scrap because we weren't recording it. Oh my word!
Oh, I'm really sad that got missed out. Thanks for listening, folks.
Hold your phone, Mr. Getting ahead of himself. See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening.